I know you have the 5 questions facing President Biden as he readies his re-election launch. People can find that on the Hill. But you did have this question that Allison touched on, enthusiasm. How does President Biden's team really face these polls? Like the newest NBC one, it says 70% of Americans do not want President Biden to run again. 51%, half of Democrats are saying no way.
Yeah, I mean, those are terrible numbers, obviously, for the president. I mean, when you're facing that kind of headwind, it's very difficult to get around it. And how does he do so? What is the strategy that you can suddenly inspire enthusiasm, having been president for a couple of years and having been a part of the political landscape for basically half a century? I think partly he's just going to have to try to paint Republicans as extreme. We've already seen him try to do that. So he makes the election what's called a choice election between him and his opponent, rather than a referendum on his performance.
But it's certainly exhausting. It's exhausting just thinking about it. Yahoo YouGov poll, it's a tongue twister, that's what that is, finds 38% of Americans say they feel exhaustion at the idea of a rematch between President Biden and former President Trump. Democrats, they're just hoping that people are so tired of Mr. Trump that they won't focus on the fact that they're tired of Mr. Biden. Is that where we're going? Is that what we're doing in 2023? It just seems whack.
Whack indeed. I think it's, a pretty grim testament to where we are. The state of the union is tired or exhausted or whack. It's not a good sign for a country of this size, of this kind of vibrancy, with all the talent that we have, more than 300 million people. And people look at this choice between Donald Trump, who's clearly a very divisive figure, and Joe Biden, who clearly, by the polls, is an uninspiring figure. And they think about all the division of 2020. And I think there's a sense of, oh, really? Like, we've got to go through this again? But they are both favourites for their party's nomination. So what are you going to do, Adrienne?
It's just interesting because in this era of social media, in this era of young people who are making a name for themselves, wildly famous on major platforms, there's no young star in the Democratic Party who actually qualifies for the age to run for the White House, who has a big, support base. I'm just sitting here, I'm thinking, there's still some things that really TikTok can't fix. Yeah.
Well, I can inform you that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez will turn the minimum age about 2 months before Election Day, but I don't think she's going to run. And if she did, I'm not entirely persuaded she'd carry the Midwest and other crucial regions. But she's about the only person who fits the social media star, charismatic person bill, I think.
But is it going to be somewhat of a joke for a lot of Democrats? I mean, the fact of the matter is that so many of them are still supporting him because it's the only option. And then there are a lot of people who would say, you know what, Mr. Biden, it's time. It's time to rest. It's time to enjoy your grandchildren.
Yeah, I mean, his age is a sensitive issue. It's a central issue. It's an unavoidable issue. I think that the appeal right now from the White House and from the president's campaign is essentially vote to re-elect the 80-year-old president because he'd not be as bad as the other guy. And that's not the most inspiring message I've ever heard.
That could be on somebody's bumper sticker in maybe a body wrap of a whole vehicle. Niall Stanage, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.